As fire crews worked tirelessly to contain one of the worst blazes in California history, an angry citizen approached a local news crew with the real burning question of the day. Why isn't Gavin Newsom down here, personally filling these hydrants with water? Another enraged resident, captured in an instantly viral clip, gestured toward an empty hydrant and shouted, "This is his fault! Why can't he just veto the drought?" When asked by a reporter if they understood the complexities of California's water infrastructure, the citizen replied, "All I know is, French Laundry doesn't seem to be running out of water for their soups." Faced with such intense public scrutiny, Governor Newsom announced what he called a proactive solution to silence his critics, relocating the governor's mansion directly into an LA fire hydrant. "If living inside a hydrant is what it takes to convince people I'm doing everything I can, then so be it," Newsom stated. "Besides, I hear the real estate market is hot, pardon the pun." The governor, already under fire, pun intended, for everything from his pandemic-era French Laundry dinner to owning multiple homes in Northern California, has become the go-to target for any and all California catastrophes. Drought? Newsom's fault? Wildfires? Must have been the pool. Santa Ana winds? Clearly something he could have stopped if he wasn't busy vetoing bills about, I don't know, sprinkler installation. But wait, it gets better. According to unnamed social media commentators, Newsom's gross negligence also includes personally draining reservoirs to irrigate his vineyard, which doesn't exist, voting against an imaginary 1847 law requiring fire hydrants to be installed every 10 feet. This is what they don't want you to know. Adding fuel to the fire, pun 3, you're welcome. Donald Trump recently called for Governor Newsom's resignation during a rally in Florida. Folks, it's a disaster. California's a disaster. Fires everywhere, no water in the hydrants. Why? Because Gavin Newsom can't run a state. If I were in charge, believe me, we'd have the best hydrants. The most beautiful hydrants. Water would just flow out of them, non-stop, Trump proclaimed, gesturing like he was conducting an invisible orchestra of hydrants. In an unexpected twist, Trump then offered a solution. "I've got some great ponds down at Mar-a-Lago, gorgeous ponds, the best ponds. I'll lend them to California, but only if we rename the Pacific Ocean after me. We'll call it the Trump Ocean." Much better name, don't you think? When pressed by reporters for practical solutions, Trump muttered something about fireproof golf courses and returned to the stage to compare his wine to Newsom's. Governor Newsom responded to the chaos with a sarcastic statement. "Fine. You want a hero? I'll refill every reservoir myself with my trusty Yeti cup," Newsom declared during a press conference, dramatically holding up the well-known travel mug. "Californians deserve to see me sweating, lugging water one cupful at a time. Anything less would be a dereliction of duty. Environmentalists, however, weren't sold." "A Yeti cup," groaned Sierra Club spokesperson Dana Meadows. "This is exactly the problem. Why not a hydro flask? The governor's choice signals a betrayal of sustainable water transportation values." A rival environmentalist chimed in. "You mean to tell me he didn't even consider a collapsible silicone cup? Unacceptable." When asked for a response, Newsom chuckled. "I'll take it under advisement. Maybe we can hold a cup summit, but only after I've personally hydrated the entire Mojave Desert." The proposed hydrant mansion has already sparked controversy among Newsom's detractors. Of course, the elite hydrant he's moving into probably has a built-in wine dispenser, sneered local critic Janice Pruitt during a grocery store interview for Fox News. "And you just know it'll have one of those fancy European bidets probably spraying imported Evian water. Typical Gavin." Another critic expressed concerns about the mansion's decor. "What's he gonna do? Line it with reclaimed redwood and vegan leather furniture?" "No, thank you," said Carl from Torrance, wearing a shirt that read, "Droughts don't kill, governors do." Newsom, however, brushed off the criticism with his trademark dry wit. "The hydrant will have all the basics, a stainless steel kitchen faucet, a cozy nook for recycled blame, and a direct line to Sacramento for round-the-clock grievance delivery," he said. "It's nothing fancy, just a place to hang my hat and my endless list of responsibilities." Fox News wasted no time turning the hydrant fiasco into a primetime spectacle. A special report titled "Newsom's Wet Failure" aired that evening, featuring a montage of outraged citizens demanding the governor solve every crisis imaginable. One clip showed a man holding an empty garden hose and yelling, "Where's Newsom now, huh? Bet he's too busy vetoing rain to care about real Californians." Another woman, clutching a bottled water, exclaimed, "How come he has water for his pool? My hydrant is completely dry and my dog is staring at me as if I'm the source of the issue." Former Fox News anchor and current Twitter twerp Tucker Carlson added his own flair. "The man owns multiple homes. Why can't one of them be turned into a water recycling plant? What is he hiding, and why isn't the mainstream media asking these questions?" Meanwhile, Newsom stayed unfazed. "If people want to believe I can control the wind, rain, and every garden hose in the state, then fine," he joked to reporters. "But I'm going to start charging for bottled tears of my critics. It's the only resource we're not running out of." As the governor prepares to move into the hydrant, Californians are left with the ultimate symbol of accountability. "It's not glamorous, but it's home," Newsom said, packing his bags. "Besides, if Trump can live rent-free in people's heads, I can live rent-free in a fire hydrant." With that, California waits for the next wave of criticism, perhaps over Newsom's choice of hydrant, color, or the environmental impact of his commute to Sacramento. One thing's for sure, the fire hose of outrage isn't running out of pressure anytime soon.